Welcome to the Wealthy Practitioner Podcast. I'm Dr. Nikki Cottis.
I'm Dr. Alejandro Elias.
And I'm Dr. Gabrielle Manto. Together, we help wellness practitioners build profitable, scalable businesses without sacrificing their health, their families, or their freedom.
On this podcast, we'll talk profit, leadership, and ownership, so your business works for you, not the other way around.
This is the Wealthy Practitioner Podcast. Hey guys, we are almost 1 month away from San Diego, August 14 and 15. If you haven't get your ticket, please. I think there's a couple left for general admissions. VIP is already sold out, but I'm super excited to be around the community. There's something powerful about being around the community. We can isolate ourselves, but growth doesn't happen as when we're all together. And I was wondering about this. I live in West Texas, and recently we had a storm. When I say recently, it was like literally 3 days ago. It was in the middle of the night, and winds were 80 miles per hour. We're not used to that. I'm an island boy. I came from a hurricane. I kind of had PTSD from that. I don't like that type of weather. But it just came all of a sudden. 80-mile winds, a little bit of rain, but the winds were so strong that every tree was falling down. And houses, literally the next day I was driving around and there were like trees on the top of the houses. It was a mess. With that being said, I started looking into trees and I'm like, why are the mesquite trees flying all around when they have deep roots? And this got me thinking, and I found the redwood trees. Obviously, we don't have it in West Texas, but I was wondering, and I hope you guys as well, I was wondering why the tallest trees in the world, they don't ever fall down. So actually, the redwood trees can grow over 300 feet tall, yet the roots are only 10 to 15 deep. That is not much if you think about it. The reason they survive storms is not because they have deeper roots, it's because the roots intertwine with the roots of other redwoods. They literally hold each other up. And the same is true in leadership. You don't become strong by standing alone. You become strong because of the relationships around you. And that's what I'm going to talk about today, about leadership, specifically one quality on leadership. And I'm going based on the pyramid of John Wooden. If you haven't read his book, John Wooden, based on leadership, he has a pyramid. And from all the things that he has there, I'm going to focus just on friendship today. John Wooden believed friendship was one of the building blocks of success. At first, I thought why does friendship have to do with building $1 million clinic, $1 million business? And it's actually everything. John Wooden, he won 10 titles in NCAA. He's the best coach that has ever been in NCAA on basketball. It was in 12 seasons. He won 10 times. That's insane. And, he wasn't the best coach or anything, but he was a great leader. And the first thing he did when players came to their practice, super basic, he taught them how to put their socks on. And I was wondering, why do you care about putting their socks on versus just going scoring? So his main philosophy was, if they don't put their socks on, they're going to have blisters after practice and they're going to miss 1 to 2 days of practice. And that is literally 2 days of just being all together on the community, that friendship, all the team together. So he focuses on just that little detail. So you should think, what kind of details am I just thinking is common sense, is basic, and I'm not applying it with my team. I'm not going over that with my team, but it's affecting our whole production at the business level, okay? So friendship creates trust before it creates performance. Your team won't follow you because of your title. They could care less if you're a doctor, if you're a nurse practitioner, whoever it is, if you're the CEO. They don't care about that. They'll follow you because they know you genuinely care about them. If you care about them, they'll have your back. People don't live businesses. They actually live relationships. Just think about that. Many associates, if you're a chiropractor, many associate CAs, if you're a nurse practitioner, many nurses, many staff, front desk, if you're a CPA, your accountants, whatever it is, even patients, clients don't live because of money. They live because they don't feel seen, valued, or connected. Okay, let's go back to that. People leave your business because they don't feel seen, valued, or connected. And that could be team or that could be clients, either or. Friendship isn't about being everyone's buddy and going out. Yeah, let's go. Let's have a drink or let's have dinner together. It's not that. As a leader, you still have hard conversations, obviously, but those conversations are gonna land different when people know you care about them. Because clarity is kindness, especially when it's built on trust. The strongest clinics, the strongest businesses have friendships, not just coworkers. And that is something that I value so much when I joined the TWP team. It's just that friendship that everyone has on the team. Although there's so much respect, as you guys know. But that dynamic of being together as friends, working together, is when we move the needle forward. When you see us on Instagram that we're all together, things are happening. Things are moving forward and that something big is happening with TWP. And that's why I'm so excited about being around you guys in San Diego, because every time we're together, not just us as a team of TWP change and improve, but the whole community gets better. And if you haven't been to an event yet of TWP, they're insane. Okay, it doesn't feel like it's not any type of event actually. But if you haven't been, literally like days later, people are just saying testimonies of things that they have on their businesses that has happened right after an event. Because how Steph says, life is never going to be the same. You're not going to be the same person when you come to an event. When the front desk, CA, nurses, employees, accountants, whatever it is in your business, when the owner genuinely cares about each other, patients feel it. And when the team overall cares about each other, the client is going to feel it the moment they walk in. Because that is part of the culture. And culture becomes your biggest competitive advantage. Your culture will define everything. And it's so hard to create it and so easy to break it. You need a whole army to create the culture, but just one bad person can ruin the whole culture. Friendship outside the clinic or the business matters too. Some of the biggest breakthroughs in my life came from the people I surrounded myself with. The right mentor, the right business partner, the right community, the right, coach will change your standards without saying one single word, without having a conversation, but just being on that proximity. Listening to that person interact to another person is where the change really matters. Sometimes I go to my business partner, I have a business partner, and sometimes I go to his business and I just sit down as a patient. I just sit down and I'm literally sitting the whole day. But I just focus on how he interacts with clients and how he interacts with the team. Because that is something that we don't learn in any type of school, how to interact with our clients. And that is big. And if you're going to the event in San Diego, I want you guys to focus every time Steph talks. I want you guys to focus on how she interacts with people. Sometimes you're going to see it. She's around everyone talking with people. Just drop your ear when she's having a conversation, how she interacts and how she's obsessed with success of every single person. And same with Nikki and Gabrielle and myself. If you're around us, just focus on how we interact with everyone. Because it's not just like level conversations. We're going to make it a high level conversation because we genuinely care about the community. And you guys are going to get to meet more of the TWP team. Steph has said it before, the team is big. There's over 10 people that you guys haven't met, and you're going to have the opportunity to meet them there. So just pick their brain, because these people have had the opportunity of being in proximity with Steph, Nikki, Gabrielle, Toby, myself, Bailey. So they actually don't take that for granted, and they actually apply those skills as well on their daily life. And the reflection questions I want to leave you guys. If you're taking notes, this is where I want you to take notes. And if you're just driving, just answer this to yourself. Does my team know I care about them beyond their production? That is number one. Number two, if I left my business for 2 weeks, would my team fight for the mission, or they just clock in and clock out? If the answer is that they don't care, then we don't have the correct culture. And that starts with the leader, with you as the owner. And the third and last question. Who are the 5 people I'm closest to? And are they pulling me towards the future I want? And this is easy. You could go to your text messages, see the people that you text the most, or that you DM on Instagram, or that you talk with them on the weekly basis. Who are the 5 people I'm closest to? Are they pulling me toward the future I want? If the answer is no, this is a great opportunity to create a better 5 closest people inside the TWP community. An event is coming, go fishing, basically. Bring a fishing pole and start fishing for friends at the TWP event, and you could create your community there of the 5 closest people. Talk with them often, become pretty good friends. Literally, my friends in life are literally people from TWP. And thankfully, I'm working with them now. But it's literally people from TWP are my closest friends. Do I talk with them daily? No. But I talk to them at least once a week via text or a simple message, because I know they want me to be a better human and I want them to be a better human. If you want to build a great business, don't just build better systems. Build better relationships. Systems are going to create efficiency, don't get me wrong. But friendships create loyalty. And loyalty is what builds something that lasts. I'll see you guys. We're less than a month away. I'm so excited to see you guys. Please come, say hi, give me a big hug, and let's just have great conversations and see you guys in San Diego.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Wealthy Practitioner Podcast. If you want to connect with other practitioners just like you, be sure to join our Facebook group at The Wealthy Practitioner and be sure to follow us on Instagram. See you next week.